Yes, reliable regard and reliable relationship. There are a lot of people in search of love, but they can't find it. Those that find it have no regard for it. Those that is reliable find it difficult to find the reliability in a relationship. Now, now let's talk about it. The passion for life, a passion for existence, the passion for what we want and what we don't is full of hope, regard, and reliability. Now, in search of relationship, a lot of people go the extra mile to get what they want. But when they get it, the regard disappears. The reliability softens. They become embedded with it because people believe whatever they suffer for should stay with them forever. Friends, well wishers, loved ones, wherever you are, it doesn't work that way. You got to persevere in a relationship to make it last. Today, a lot of people are having hookups, date line, helpline in search of love. Love does not depend on how many people you date, how many times you went to restaurants to eat for a date, how many times you went for a movie for a date. It's just a part of it. But reliable relationship is not about how many restaurants, movies, and sport ball you do. Now, when people are in love, the regard comes with it. Sometimes it doesn't come complete. People have the regard for relationship, but the reliability is not there. A relationship with no regard does not last. A relationship with regard exists, but a lot of people don't know how to find it. And when they find it, it disappears from their hand. So when you talk about relationship, always look for the one with regard, look for the one with reliability, look out for the one you think can last long. Like I always tell my people, when you are in a relationship with a woman, let the man love first, because he will not beat you. He will always regard you. He will always be there to make you happy. Happiness is something one can never buy in the market. Happiness is something that grows, that matures. It got fertilizer in it. That's why sadness is taking over the whole wide world. Prophecies are being fulfilled everywhere. Nations fighting against nations. Nuclear aid is taking over the whole wide world because the regard for life, the regard for love is disappearing. In the days of our life, it's not being jeopardized with so many laws and barbaric ideology, with scientists predicting the future. Doctors can no longer find a cure for diseases because there's no reliability in the information they give. So an ideal relationship is one with regard. An ideal relationship is one with regard and reliability, perseverance. Like I always tell people, marriage is a picture that is not yet printed. No matter the circumstances, no matter what happens, always strive to be happy. Sadness cannot penetrate any happy home. Domestic violence, family violence, jealousy is the order of the day. If you build your home based on reliability and regard, joy will overflow that house. No matter the family issues, no matter the domestic problem they are trying to use to penetrate that relationship, it will always fall by the wayside because the people involved in that relationship are well off. Whether they are rich or poor, love can never be bought. Those that fall in love with no regards, with no reliability, often end up in domestic abuse, relationship abuse, life with no regards. People commit suicide for love. People jump off the train. People climb trees and hang themselves for love. But when there is reliability and regard, it flourishes. Life is what we make out of it. No matter the situation, always strive to be happy. Sometimes ago, I talk about stress. I did part one. I'm going to do part two in the coming days. Reliability is very, very important when you are in any relationship. When you are in a relationship with no regard, there's bound to be trouble. When you fall in love with a man or a woman, always find the regard. Take your time to study the person, because love can sweep you out of your feet. People fall in love with handsomeness. People fall in love with beauty. But love always find regard, find relationship, find reliability. Love can never be escaped from your heart if you have regard, if you have reliability and perseverance. You often wonder why two old couples live longer in their relationship. People begin to wonder, how do they do it? Because there's regard and reliability. If you regard your wife, if you regard your husband, you can persevere. Perseverance will just come in as a defender of the love, as a defender of that relationship. When two old couples excel in life together, it's not a magic. People often think that it is a love charm that bind them together. People believe people swear using blood to swear an oath that bind them together. No. Because there's reliable and regard, they will and then persevere. Love will endure in their heart. Endurance of love can never be bought with money. The two old couples that stayed maybe 50, 70, 80 years together, it's not because they never fight. It's not because they never abuse themselves. It's not because they are too perfect. No. It is because they regard the relationship. They are reliable. They persevere. That's why they live together. Let me give you a little bit of a clue. If you ever find an old man and ask them how do they live together for so long, They will tell you one of them is reliable, the next person regard, and both of them persevere. Anytime there's an issue in the house, one of them will walk away. It's often happen to be the man, because the woman have the tendency to talk for so long for one particular issue. The man will walk away. Don't walk too far. Just walk around in the neighborhood and then go back home. Keep quiet. Don't say nothing. The woman will get angry, will always come back to you and ask you, are you back? Do you want something to eat? Or have you eaten with your friends? It's try to play the smart card now, to play the maturity. That's what she's trying to do. The most resilient person in this one will just say, oh, it's okay, don't worry, I'm okay. What do you have? They eat together, smile again together. Sometimes a week, a day or two, they will come back to the issue that make them fight. And then they will resolve the issue. With no argument, they will smile, they drink, they drive out if they have a car. If they don't have car, they cook for themselves. Together in the kitchen. That is life. The stories and history of life always live in the heart of the carrier. To be good is to be reliable. To be good is to be punctual. To be good is to be regarded. To be good is to persevere. No matter the circumstances you find yourself, always remember happiness in the heart that drive away sadness. Happiness keep love. Sadness keep hatred. They are never together. Happiness is love. Happiness is love. No matter the circumstances, always strive to be happy. Always strive to be happy. At the end of the day, your relationship will flourish. Life will be prolonged. They will be regarded. There will so many things will follow it up that people begin to wonder, how did he do it? How did you do it? Those that think they know it all, you see them fall by the wayside. It's like buying a brand new car with no oil. The engine will knock on the wayside. So if you are falling in love, always regard that love. Be reliable, persevere. You see that the relationship will flourish. There will not be any problem. Most of us have passed through the road. We find sadness. We find destruction on the way. There are so many things some of us have seen that make us to begin to study, to think, to find a reliable situation where you can imagine how life can be if you are reliable, resilience, and persevere. So love is regarded, love is reliable, love is persevere. Love is everything a man can do. Love is everything. So for a happy home to coexist with the people in it, love must be shared accordingly. What is good for Peter is also good for Paul. Never, never disregard love. Never, never disregard relationship. And never, never disregard reliability. The charm of life is love. When you are in love, remember the people watching, some of them are happy, some of them are very sad, and some of them are hateful. Your relationship that is full of love can cure anything that is having issue. Joe, oh yeah, go and close that door. Go and close the door and go and watch TV. So reliability is something everyone needs to know when you call love. When you call love, call reliability. You know, so such is life. When you are in a relationship, always remember to be reliable, find regard in anything you do, and persevere anytime you have issue. Persevere. It will help you carry yourself across any border, across any problem. You know, even at work, if you are not reliable, you are not regarded, you cannot persevere, you are always going to have issues. A lot of tempest. People will tempt you. People will lie about you. People will hate you for unjust purpose. But if you persevere, regard, and be reliable, the people you work with will see the love in you. So my people, to cut the story short, we are all born to fall in love. But when you do fall in love, always regard it. The purpose of falling in love is to be regarded, is to be reliable, is to persevere. And then you will be loved. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.